You know my favorite so far for the Quest 3 head strap, Bobo VR S3 Pro with the hot swappable battery pack. My favorite on the Quest 2 was their M2 Plus, basically the same deal. But my go-to for people who weren't into halo straps was always the Kiwi Elite Strap. I've got a Kiwi Elite now for the Quest 3. This is the non-battery edition. I do have a battery edition. We'll talk about that a little later in the video. But non-battery, we're gonna test this thing out and see if it's still my go-to if you don't want a halo and you don't care about a battery. All right, Kiwi Comfort Head Strap, $29.99. Right now there's a 15% off on Amazon. This really is for people who are using a link cable setup they don't need a battery for, or people who somehow find that they just don't need an extra battery on the Quest 3. I know that for me, it burns fast. Pretty simple assembly. Snap that in, boom. Now can we get the top in without removing the interface? They didn't add a bit of extra non-Velcro tip at the end, so it may not be a thing. Come on, I just want you to do it. I want you to do it. Come on, I want you to do it. Why doesn't everybody just add a little bit more? Okay, fine, you win. Weirdly, it's still pretty difficult even without it. But hopefully you're not like me and swapping straps all the time. This is a one-time thing for you. Side snap on nice and tight. Feels very familiar. It's got that thick Kiwi quality feel. Now, when the Kiwi came out originally, it was a kind of revolutionary head strap because at the time, a lot of them didn't have this middle joint. So people really liked the Kiwi because if you were a developer or just someone who popped your headset up a lot, you could do this and then get right back in. That was also back when Quest 2 pass-through was just terrible. So this is a lot nicer. Oh man, it feels like an old friend. Because the Kiwi strap was also one I recommended a lot for people who were using their headset only for fitness because it really held on. It didn't bounce around on you a lot. So if you were doing really active stuff, it was a little bit better than the Bobo VR for that. For me, overall, I still like the Bobo VR way better. Everything on the plastic feels solid and nice. Some of the first editions had an issue where the plastic here wanted to yellow. Not here, not here. They did switch up the plastic compound. It seems like it takes a lot longer, but I did see that some of them still yellow a bit over time. That obviously depends on environments where you keep it. If you do a lot of cooking in the kitchen that creates a lot of smoke and you have this near that, that can also make it worse. The head strap, the Kiwi line, is such a solid feel. They say that it can do like a bazillion bends too. So I mean, you've got long-term longevity. I will say this one, I feel like the back end feels a little less quality than I remember. Like look at how, and this isn't something you're gonna be doing at home, but look at how like if I do that, I can start to unpop it, which obviously you shouldn't be doing that. But even in just doing this, I kind of feel the like jiggliness of the inside there. Even if you extend it all the way out though, there's no holes like a lot of other Elite straps will have here that are kind of a weak point. It goes all the way in. The gear has extremely little play and it sounds good. It feels quality. Like when you turn it, it doesn't feel like it's gonna die quickly. Like it feels like it's gonna last. The arms on the Quest 3 are so much easier to move. I find that this joint, sometimes when you try to do that, you just end up tipping the whole thing up and down instead of the joint twisting, but it still works there. The strap itself feels like it did on the Quest 2, but it feels even better because now the Quest 3, although it's not necessarily lighter, it's closer to your face. The center of gravity overall of your whole head with the Quest 3 on is closer rather than further out. You know, when you have one of these hanging way off your face, you really feel that weight hanging. This, even without a battery kind of strap, honestly feels really good. Let me take it away and game for a while, and then I'll come back at you with some final thoughts about this one, and we'll talk a little bit about the battery edition too. I'll be back. Solid, strong, really holds on to you. So if you're someone who's tried a halo strap and for you, they personally wobble a little bit, you just don't feel super secure. I mean, this thing, you could do cartwheels with this thing on and it would probably actually stay on. Solid, 30 bucks is a decent price for a head strap, especially if you catch it today, if that 15% off is still on there. But again, remember, I'm talking about the non-battery edition. That's for people who don't think they need an extra battery or people who are running it in a way that just doesn't need one. Which brings me to a review I know a lot of you have been waiting on a long time and you keep asking me about the Quest 3 Kiwi Elite with battery. Now we will be finishing this review separately, but real quick, I gotta tell you, I'm having an issue with this and I'm trying to verify that it's not just my issue, it's everyone's. But basically, if I ever leave the thing sitting, it sits there and continues to charge my Quest as a battery strap should. And then once it runs out, it immediately turns around and starts discharging all of the power out of the Quest somehow. And so ultimately, if you leave it sitting for if you're someone who picks up your headset once or twice a week and you just leave the whole thing plugged in all the time, it ends up eventually killing your headset to where you need to pick it up and you can't play it the head strap is dead, the Quest is dead, and it's really frustrating. Their stand they made seems to negate that issue because you drop it in there every time, it charges the strap, it leaves it all charged up. Does that mean I could still recommend the battery strap knowing it's got that big issue? But if you buy their stand too, it fixes it. So I've been having some personal struggles with my feelings around that because I feel like that's kind of messed up. I'm not finished testing and verifying that it is my issue and other stuff, so we will come back around on that. But this one, I do like this one. So if you don't need a battery, this is a spot for you. If you're still waiting on that, I will really try to get this done the next couple of weeks. We're just in the middle of moving and everything else, but I will try for you because I know several of you out there have been asking about this head strap just itself, not necessarily this combo too, but we'll come back around on all that for you. I will leave a link to this one at least for now, but also to my favorite ones in case you still haven't gotten your S3 Pro and you want to. I really prefer this design just because if you have a dock, if your dock actually has batteries charged on it, even if you were to walk up and find out, oh no, my headset's dead and the battery's dead, you could literally just toss this, throw a new battery out, and you're in the game. You're playing right away. Where with something like this, if you walk up, the strap is dead, the headset's dead, you can't play at all. You're gonna have to charge both of them at least for a little while to try and get any real game time. So what do you think? Do you have a Kiwi Elite strap and you aren't having this issue at all? I'd love to know in the comments. That would actually help me to finish verifying on the other one. But thank you once again for being here, and I'll see you in another reality.